So today in this video, I'm going to be sharing about MyCoalition application for Berea. I'm just going to do a walkthrough. So many people have reached out to me. Thank you so much for reaching out, DMs, emails about the application process, how to navigate the tool. And honestly, I do not know either. So I'm just going to walk you through it today and just follow along, follow through. And I'll just answer a few questions here and there that people have been asking me. And hopefully this video will be helpful for everyone. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Study Abroad with Anne, where I share information about studying abroad from my own personal experiences and from the experiences of those that I know. Hashtag international students making it, hashtag dreams come true. Yeah, you're making it. As I have mentioned before, so the first thing you want to do is going to berea.edu, or just put Berea in the web browser, Berea College, and it should take you to Berea's admission, Berea's website. Click on admissions, click apply for free, and then go to the international application section. And then you want to go to click apply for free again, and click on start application. After that, I'll just create, if you don't have an account, you're gonna have to create a new account called create a new account. And I'm actually going to be using my study abroad. Create your password, something that you're going to remember, because it will send you a verification address or link. And you enter your first name, your last name, enter your date of birth, and agree to terms and services. And then click create accounts, and let's see where it's taking us. So it says a verification email has been sent to studyabroadwithanne@gmail.com. Please follow the instructions there to activate your account. So that's why I said you have to remember your password. So I'm going to go to my Gmail account and just check on the email that they have sent me. Click on the link, and it says your account has been created, and now you're in MyCoalition App, and you have to proceed with the application. So let's see what's in here. So come back to my Coalition, and you can click log in, and log in, and voila, I'm inside, or I hope so. Taking a minute. So you want to click on a student. Of course, you're a student, so click on I'm planning for college, and then you're inside. Hi, and welcome to MyCoalition, and then you click next. What is your current enrollment status? So if you're in high school, say you're in high school. If you just finished high school, say that. So many people have reached out to me asking me like, hey, Anne, I haven't started for my high school exams yet. What should I do? So click that you're currently in high school, and also ensure that you have noted this somewhere in your application, that you still don't have your final grades for your last semester of high school. So you need to share all the transcripts until the year that you're in, all the terms that you're in, minus the final grade for your 12th grade or high school grade. Have you graduated from high school? I'm just gonna say yes. Have you earned any college credits? No. And then click next. Are you a US citizen? No, you're international, unless you are a US citizen. Are you a permanent resident? No. And then grade. Based on your answers, you're most likely an international first-year applicant. However, some coalition colleges may have different requirements. They'll tell you when you apply, and if so, you'll need to do the answer in your profile. And then click next. This is where, as I said, MyCoalition is not just for one college application. You can apply to multiple colleges using this platform. So that is why they're telling you here. So literally, like, it's very easy. The tool is going to tell you step by step, one stage at the next, with the instructions. So please read. Please read. Do not just click stuff. Please read. So as you can see, he's telling me if there are colleges you're interested in. So I know that I'm interested in Berea College, so I can pick that. Now, I didn't want to search it. I can just add it to list. And then I know maybe Arizona State University, add to list, maybe Coy College. I'm not sure if they have it here. They don't have Coy College in this platform. So there are some colleges that they don't have, this platform does not support, but you can definitely add different colleges that you want. So I added Bart's College. I don't know where that is. But yeah, so the idea is you can add multiple colleges in this platform, and then just click next. And you can come back and add more colleges later. And then it says, now that you've told us about some colleges you're interested in, we can make filing out your profile as easy as possible. Next, we'd like to give you a quick overview of MyCoalition. So you can do the tutorial. Very few different parts. First is the profile. So this is where you enter your information, so you don't have to be repeating, entering your information for all the colleges. So the colleges can just extract your profile information. It has a locker. Some people have asked me, like, how do I upload my documents? It has this place where you upload your documents. This is just a library that holds your application documents. So you don't have to be going back to your drive or your computer to look for the documents. So it's easy. It's here and easy for you to just upload in different sections of college application. It's a library. And then you'll have a section of colleges, the colleges that you're currently applying to, and then next, if you need help, and that's it. And let's click get started. So first you want to do is work on your profile. And as usual, it has pre-filled some of my names, my first name, if you have a legal middle name, Otieno, my email is there, my birth date is there, my first name that I go by, I'm a she, I'm a female, I'm a woman. Do you have a US Social Security? No, you don't have this. I don't believe anyone does. But once you get to the US, you'll be given that. None. What is your current enrollment status? I said that before. When did you graduate high school? 2021. And I'll just say May. Have you taken college courses post high school graduation? No, I haven't. What year did you plan to begin studying your next college? 2022, that's the fall semester. Do you intend to apply for need-based financial aid? Yes, I believe everybody applying to Berea wants need-based financial aid. So there's merit-based, which is based on your grades, and that some colleges have that, especially Ivy League colleges have merit-based scholarships. So you are awarded because you are smart and intelligent. Need-based, you're awarded because you need financial assistance. And there's very few colleges that are need-based blind. These are anything to do with COVID. Select any that applies to you. None applies to me here. Are you participating in community-based organizations? Someone also asked me about this. You see, there's a question mark here. And when you click on this question mark, it tells you what a community-based organization is. A community-based organization is a group, for example, neighborhood or church-based organization that provides free assistance in your college application process. So if you have that organization that is helping you with your process, then you need to make that as yes. So you just click on the question mark and you can find more information. And then I don't have any. So contact and then go next stage. Enter phone number. So I would say, if you're in your country, choose your country, but I would just go with my United States and I'll just enter. And this is a mobile number. And then home address. Please enter your home address here. Please ask around what your home address is, because this can be really challenging as other people use a PO box. So please do check around. And then they have a section for mailing address. My mailing address is different than my home address. So enter this if where you usually receive your mailing things is different from the address they just entered. So click check for that. But if where you receive your packages and all the things is the same as your home address, then keep it unchecked. And then state of residency, because I put America, so it's going to be that. And then you proceed to the next section, which is demographics. Are you Hispanic or Latino? No. I hope if you are, please choose. Select one of the following. Are you any of these? And usually, all African, all put together, I'll just choose black. I'm from sub-Saharan Africa. That is amazing that they have this section actually. So it looks like they do not have my language here, any of my languages, as I can say. Swahili, and you can just click. So if your language is not here, just click other, and then you're able to here type your language. I speak Swahili and Luo. Do you hold a US visa? Yes. No. You should click no because you're just applying. It depends. If you do have a US visa, do click yes. But in this case, no. Have you been approved to receive DACA status? If yes, DACA is when you are, you can click on this thing for more info, honestly. Why do we, as some schools may provide financial support for students who have received DACA status? DACA status are immigrant kids within the US, especially with Mexican family who, I will have to Google that. But birthplace, I was born in Kenya, province, Nyanza, city, Sidindi. Sidindi. I hope it takes it. Because some of the annoying things with these international application platforms is the fact that they don't configure, like the addresses of other places. So sometimes it may give you really hard time entering your address because it's just not configured the right way. Who's in your household? Select who is in your household. My siblings. Household size. We are 6 people. With whom do you live permanently? Only have one parent. Put your parents, widowed. Choose your situation. Legal first name, parent 1. Email address. I'm just going to put my email. I do put, if your parents have an email, please do put email of your parents. Some of us, our moms don't have emails, so don't really know how to use emails. So I just put my own email. Country code, it's not. So anything that doesn't have a star is not mandatory, so you don't have to put it in. Occupation, there's no star there, so you don't have to put it in, but feel free to do so. Parent 2 and sibling 1. So it can be really tedious entering all this information, but you just have to be patient, honestly. And then you can add another sibling, add your siblings as you should. So if you have 5 siblings, 4 siblings, ensure that you add them all into the platform. So now we are into high school information. And as you proceed in each section, MyCoalition will tell you which colleges require the information from this section. So as you can see, Arizona State University requires, and 3 other colleges on my list. So you can click that and you see Berea requires me to fill out this section. So you have to fill out this section if you're applying to Berea. And high school, non-US secondary school, Kenya. When did you most attend high school? May. Date attended. And this is an exam-based school. How are classes scheduled at this school? So if you have 2 semesters in a year, 3 semesters in a year, or it's just 1 whole year. So in Kenya, it's usually tri-semester. So please do choose whichever applies to your country. If you have tri-semester or quarter semester, which is 4 in a year, I believe semesters is 2 semesters in a year. And then click grading scale. So somebody also asked me, as you can see here, there's different things you can choose grading scale. So you have letters, numbers, other, and in Kenya, it's usually letters. And then click next. And then in this section, as you can see, when you check here, Arizona, answer the following question in this section in order to apply to Arizona State University. So this means that other colleges Berea do not require you to enter the information here into detail. And then as you can see, there's always been this thing beeping here, asking me, just turn this on so that it tells you which section you've finished. And as you can see, I've finished these sections. and for some reason I didn't finish this section right. So let's see, list your citizens. Oh yeah, so I have to fill that in. Kenyan, and I think it says automatically. You can click family info next, and then you can go to high school, and you can enter the school name here that is required. And so it will tell you if you forget something, it will always tell you. So as I said before, Berea doesn't require you to fill this section. So you do not have to, but it's advisable for you to fill out this section. Let's see what it says. Barnard College. So Barnard College requires me to 12th grade coursework. It requires this. You can see Berea doesn't require you to fill that part. And I believe because they will see your transcript, so it's not really needed. College information, let's just double check. See, Berea is not required. Have you taken college courses or earned college credits? No. Click next, and then you have to enter, do you have ACT scores you wish to report? If you've taken ACT, please say yes. ACT, no. ACT, no. Click next. Do you have AP exams? No. 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 Next here. Have you taken Duolingo, ELX, or any other English proficiency? So if you've taken any of Duolingo English test, then click yes. If not, click no. Are you planning to take Duolingo other exams? Click yes. Plan test dates, because you have to take any of them. So if you haven't taken any, you have to take one. So please indicate the date that you're planning to take those exams. And then next. This is a fee waiver. So this is where some colleges might pay for your, so that is Barnard College in Arizona. Check all the following and apply to you. So just choose anything that applies to you. As I said, read those sections. Do not just click on stuff. And then honors. This is Barnard College and ADs. So Berea doesn't require you to fill information for this. So you can add your honors and distinction. So anything that you did when you're in school, any award that you received, any distinction that you received, please do enter it here. If you don't have it, you don't have to fill it in. But if you have it, that is amazing because it's gonna add on to your application packet. And then go to academic interests. And as you can see, Barnard, Berea College doesn't require this section. So you do not have to fill it. But you can put what subjects do you enjoy? What would you like to study more about? Share subject that interests you. So you can put majors that you're interested in here, computer science, and next. Next is activities, Barnard College and other 94 coalition colleges. So Berea doesn't require you to put this here. I'm not sure why, but just for your safety, if you have an activity, I would recommend you putting your activity and experience in this section. So you could say something that you did. It can be with a nonprofit, a volunteer at school. As you can see, there's different, as I just said, there is academic activity. So just put on volunteer work, club or organization. I was a head girl when I was in high school. And then provide a description, led a group of girls throughout high school. I don't know. When did you do this? When I was in 12th grade. Are you currently participating in this activity? No. How many weeks per year did you participate in this activity? Just put how many weeks per year. So list anything named best girl of the year. List all those information here. Be very descriptive on what you're entering here because the admission want to know what you achieved. So be very descriptive. Are you involved in a relationship role? If yes, click yes. If no, for the sake of time, I'm just gonna click no so it doesn't give me to next step. And then you can click on add another activity as well. Then click to additional information. If you have any additional information, please do share. For example, if some of you are saying that you haven't finished high school, I would probably suggest you add here. So these are the colleges that requires you to have what is this? Coursework. And now we're in coalition essay. And as you can see, Berea does not require you to have this section. So that means that your essay, you don't have to, the Berea essay, they will not take it from here. But you can still put your essay here for other colleges. So your essay could be for coalition essay. These are the different topics. Some colleges, as you can see here, require you to have this essay in addition to their own essays. So you can click submit an essay until you create your choice. You can click on one of these, and you could, the same essay that you're running for Berea, you will need to add more to it if you choose a topic from here, because Berea College essay is very specific as well. So as you can see here, this essay has word limit 500 to 650 words. So you have to ensure that your words are within this. But Berea College Application essay does not have a word limit. You can talk as much as you want as long as you're within the criteria. So feel free to add an essay here, and then back to overview. And your MyCoalition profile is settled. So that is done. So the next thing that you want to do after that is you can either click build college list, or you can click colleges, and you can see all your colleges that you are planning to apply to are all listed here. And today I want to start working on my Berea application, and then click start application. And then as you can see, it asks you if you're an international first year student or an international transfer student. So if you're transferring, especially if you've gone to school in the US, I would suggest you choose international transfer students. But I've talked about transfer, so this is your judgment. I do not know, I'm not admissions, make your best judgment. I'm going to click on international first year students and click continue. You see, so it says your international first year application app is about 50% because it took some of the information from what you entered actually in MyCoalition app. So what you want to do, profile in progress, term not stated. So you should go here and click term that you're applying to Berea, click fall 2022. As you can see, it's Berea College. And then you want to do academic recommendations. So also people have asked me about academic recommendations because I know some people have already started working on the application before Berea actually changed their application format to online. So what happens when I enter, what is going to happen now, your academic recommender is not going to hand you a paper of this. So Berea, after you click on this link, it will send an email. So you have to get your email of your teachers. So they have to be somebody that has knows how to operate a computer and have an email. So and if they're not able to do that, then you may be able to email Berea and tell them that you will need to fill in the application by hand, and you'll need to send the documents to them. In order for application to be complete, it's my responsibility to ensure all required documents are received by Berea College. Any required documents I have not added on this page must be sent to Berea College separately, such as by mail. So you may need to, if your advisors, teachers are not able to navigate this online recommendation system, I would suggest that you email Berea College and ask them if you can actually email them or mail the recommendation forms. So you can click request a new and choose an existing contact or invite a new contact by email address. request, and then it says request sent, and then you close. And unfortunately, I will not be able to look at how this looks because it's in my work laptop, because I use my work my work email. Yeah, so I will not be able to show that. I thought I was going to be able to show you guys how that looks like. I will include it in the video just after I open it, see how it looks like, so you can see what your teachers are actually seeing when you send this to them. And then click accept and continue. What is your marital status? Single, number of citizens 0, female, Kenya, Upon completion of your studies, do you intend to return to your home country? So I don't think this is admission office holds anything against you if you answer this question yes or no. So please just use your intuition. Whichever you feel, if you want to return back to your country, say so. If you have reasons for not wanting to return to your country, say no. And I would just say yes. Please choose one major from the list. And somebody said that there wasn't nursing. Somebody reached out to me saying that they couldn't find nursing program on the list, and I just found it. So I do not know why, but yeah, there's nursing program on this list, as I can see here. Berea has different majors: pre-medicine, pre-law, pre-dental, computer science, which is up here, economics, and they have business studies. Yeah, anything that you want to apply to. And it's not like this is what major that you graduate with. When you come to America, your majors might change when you come to college. So it's not something that you're tied to for the rest of your life. Please list the names of other colleges to which you're applying. So if you have other colleges you're applying to, just list them here. Have you taken SAT? No. Have you taken SAT? Have you taken Duolingo exam? If you've taken the exams, please do say yes. If you say yes, for example, to Duolingo, then you have to enter your score right here. Maybe you got, I don't know, 140. You're 140, amazing. Have you earned a bachelor degree or higher? No. Previous in US? No. 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 And then click next. What is your marital status of your parents? Age. I don't know how old my mom. I don't know how old my mom is. Or you then enter the occupation. Feel free to enter the information here as possibly as specific as you can, because this would help Berea with your application. If one parent is deceased, just say deceased. This is not applicable. And then the primary source of your family income is from what? Please just be honest. If your family has salary, put salary. Family-owned business, yes. Salary, what is your family's total income in USD? So this is when you're making money back home. It's always going to be very less, but just put what it is. So I would say annual is in a year. So I don't know, that would be $2,000, $3,000 or so or less. Does your family own a house? Does your family own a house? Yes. What is the total value of the house that you live in? So just estimate. I know for me, for Rise, our house in Kenya, houses are built in a certain way that it's not as in America where houses have value. So just estimate the cost of the house that you're living in. So I would say $10,000. 10,000. If you have land, please do indicate how much these lands are. If you have savings, please do indicate what your savings are. I would say $1,000. Such as stocks, say 0. Does the family own automobiles? If you have a car, please indicate that we don't have any. How much does your family spend on educational costs per year? Just estimate how much your siblings spend in school. Does your family employ other people? No. How much support will you receive from your family each year? So just estimate something each year. How much will your family send to you? If it's $300, say $300. $1,000, say $1,000. You must be lucky. You must be lucky. Do you have a sponsor? If you have a sponsor, click yes. If you don't have a sponsor, click no. Do not click yes and you don't have a sponsor, because Berea will require that information. It's not like you're going to tell somebody you have a sponsor and you're not sending your documents to them. So please do click what is necessary and what is truthful. In addition to travel, you will be required to pay the $22.50. What sort of funds do you use to make this deposit? So please say your savings or your family business, loan, and how much can you deposit? So many people have asked me, I've reached out and asked, I can't afford the $22.50. What can I do? So as you can see, Berea asks you how much can you deposit. So if it's $1,500, say $1,500. If it's $1,000, say $1,000. And then personal statement of financial circumstances. Please provide any additional details regarding your financial circumstances that you would like Berea College to consider as part of your application. So if you have any financial challenge, do indicate it here. This is where you need to say, I am the firstborn in my family. Just provide a reason why you think this scholarship, your financial position that you think correlates with Berea's scholarship. So why do you need help? If your family is making $100K in a year, you do not need help. So that is what you need to state here. Final argument. Understand that except through the Berea College Advanced College or University level academic credit will not be evaluated for the possibility of transfer credit unless the names and dates of attendance of the college or university at which such credits been entered are indicated in this application, unless all official transcripts and syllabi are received by Berea College by August 1 prior to the enrollment. So if you're planning on transferring your credit, this is what Berea tells you, that you have to put all those in your application at the beginning. So you can't tell. You can tell later that that you're going to apply, or you can't hide the information and then later decide to transfer your credit. So you have to mention that in your application. So for anything that I mentioned before, please, if you're planning on transferring your credits, make sure that you mention it to Berea College early enough. If you decide not to, then the transfer process would not work, as you can see in this disclaimer. Continue. And then as you can see, now we're in the section of international personal essay. The essay should be 5 pages. Should be 2 to 5 pages. And as you can see, it's different from MyCoalition application. It should give an overview of your educational life and experiences, what you plan to do after completing your education, why you wish to return to your country, description of ways you have positively impacted your community. So you can see it's very specific. I asked everyone to do that. And Berea's application does not have a word limit. There's no limit in Berea's application. So I asked you that you read through this. Your application, your essay should highlight all these requirements. As you can see here, it says, because the content of the essay is an important part of evaluating student for admission, it is to your advantage to add detail. It is to your advantage to add that detail. So your essay is important. So I repeat, it's important. So please, these are the 4 components of your essay. And then now it shows you official test scores that are required. It's kind of weird that they didn't include this on the website. So you have to enter MyCoalition to see. That is something that probably should be changed. But anyways, this is what they need. They need ELS, TOEFL, SAT, or Duolingo. And the minimum for TOEFL is 68, but you can see most students scored 79. So if you go 79 and above, you're in a safe spot. Duolingo, most students scored 105 or 6.5 on ELTs. So many people have asked me, I scored 6 on ELTs, what should I do? As you can see, the minimum of ELTs is a 6. So if you score higher, the better. If you score higher, the better, honestly. But if you don't have the time to repeat, it's not the worst. But as you can see, Duolingo, you need to score 105 and above. TOEFL, for successful people, 100 on TOEFL. So if you score 100 on, somebody told me that they scored 1 something on TOEFL, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. So if you score 100 on TOEFL, that's amazing. If you score 120 on TOEFL, excellent. 7 on ELTs, excellent. So those were the excellent scores. And then International Financial Resource Form. Please download this form. Should be completed by a school administrator, employer, religious leader, or someone who can make a statement about your personal and financial resource, as well as barriers as they relate to your pursuit. Somebody asked me what this is about. As I said, read. As I said, read. Everything, it's about reading. Just be patient. So as you can see, say download this form. This should be completed with somebody who knows your financial situation, so they can explain to Berea why you deserve this scholarship. So please be careful on who you're choosing to do this, and you shouldn't fill this by yourself. You have to download it, take it to somebody, they have to write on it, and then you have to scan it and upload it in the profile. Yes. So that's what you need to do. And then academic records attached from your locker. So the only thing that I saw here, please combine them into a single document. So all your secondary records, matriculation exams, the living exams should all be translated in English. So please, I don't know how the translation thing works, but if you're in a country where your report cards are not in English, ensure that you translate them. The copies has to have the signature of school officials. And what I advise is go and scan all the documents so that it's in one PDF form, but ensure they organize them like Form 1, Form 2, or 8th grade, 9th grade, 8th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, depending on your system. Scan them back to following each other so it's easy to follow through, and then put them in one PDF document when you're scanning and upload to Locker, which is going to store your, if you had uploaded it from Locker, it would be in your locker, but if it's still in your device, in your computer, it will be in your computer, and then just click that and attach it. And then replacement academic recommendations. If your recommenders are unable to use the coalition, so you do not have an email address and you have a paper recommendation form or letter instead. Okay. This is amazing. As you can see, you have an option for your recommender to, fill it. So if you have your recommenders fill it by hand, please do that. And you can scan them together. If you have like 2 or 3 recommenders who wrote them, just scan them back to back and then upload it. That is amazing. So you don't have to stress your teachers who may not know how to use the computers or having issues with MyCoalition. That is amazing. Then optional additional information. If you have a resume, put it in. This will help you also when you're getting jobs at Berea. Additional letters of recommendation, please do it. Put them into one thing and then attach it here, because there's no option of uploading multiple documents. And then continue. I can't continue unless I put something. But this is basically it. And I think once everything is done, submit button will come in and your application should be ready for submission. That should be everything. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share, and reach out.